Let's see. Last night, Bill O'Reilly on the O'Reilly Factor there, he played more of his Super Bowl interview with Trump. And the president made a shocking claim.
You know what was fascinating? To watch you at the inauguration with Barack Obama. You guys seem to get along, all right? Would that be accurate?
It's a very strange phenomenon. We get along. I don't know if he'll admit this, but he likes me.
How do you know it?
I like him because I can feel it. You know, that's what I do in life. It's called, like, I understand.
Yeah, it's called, like, I understand. Trump just has a sense when people like him. And he doesn't find out he's wrong until the lawsuit. Then Trump, it's called, like, continued talking about his limo ride with President Obama on Inauguration Day.
We drive down Pennsylvania Avenue together. We don't even talk about it. Politics is amazing.
What'd you talk about?
We talked about the country. We talked about the future of the country. I asked him about what do you think our biggest problem is, and he told me, I can't tell you, but it's a problem.
Yes. Obama said, I can't tell you, but here's a hint. It's sitting next to me in the limo right now. A big hint. Friendly. He likes him. Right. He likes him. They're great friends now. Let's see. But aside from O'Reilly, Trump's war on the media does continue. Yesterday, he said that the media doesn't report on terror attacks, and last night, the White House followed up Trump's claim by releasing a list of 78 underreported terror attacks. Number 5 will shock you. Here's the thing. The list includes the terror attacks in San Bernardino, Paris, Nice, and Orlando that were extensively covered for weeks. Meanwhile, I can't believe the attack they left off. I'm talking about the Bowling Green Massacre. Yeah. Can't believe it. Just erased from the official list. Even before it had a chance to happen. It's not fair. Plus, and this is interesting, the list is loaded with typos like a taker instead of attacker and Denmarker instead of Denmark. So, at least we know Steve Bannon isn't a grammar Nazi. Also, he's not. He's not. That would be unfair to call him that. Also, last night on the show, if you watched the show last night, we were talking about the New York Times expose of the Trump White House that had a lot of bizarre details, like the fact that when Mr. Trump is not watching television in his bathrobe, he will sometimes set off to explore the unfamiliar surroundings of his new home. The story really upset Donald Trump, so he unleashed White House press secretary and Melissa McCarthy's retirement plan, Sean Spicer, to debunk it.
There were just literally blatant factual errors, and it's unacceptable to see that kind of reporting, or so-called reporting. That is literally the epitome of fake news.
Part of that story was the detail.
You'd start at the top. I don't think the president owns a bathrobe. Definitely doesn't wear one.
First of all, saying Trump definitely doesn't wear a bathrobe can only mean one thing. Sean Spicer has seen Donald Trump naked. Now we know why he's so angry all the time. I'm shocked that Trump doesn't own a bathrobe, because we know he loves them. He loves the yellow ones, he loves the ex-wife matching ones, and the sexy short ones. I think that's an American Apparel ad right there. Don't judge, he was young. A lot of people start their careers in robe porn. Now, while I may not agree with Donald Trump's politics, I'll be damned if I'm gonna live in a country where my president wanders out on the front lawn in his boxers to pick up the morning copy of the failing New York Times. So, Mr. President, we have a gift for you. Jimmy, let's show him what it is. Oh, feast your eyes on Robe Force One. Yes, oh yes, Mr. President. Yes, here we are. Absolutely. sir. This super absorbent terry will protect you from any mattress spills. And remember, it's Trump brand, so it's proudly not made in America. And since it is for you, Donald Trump, we've made this robe adjustable. There you go. Yes. Let freedom breathe. I know what you're asking. Is our Trump mannequin anatomically correct? Yes, it is.